Hi, I'm Richard Rosso, Clarity Financial's Director of Financial Planning and contributing editor for realinvestmentadvice.com. Obviously, Real Investment Advice is a great hub of information, the real story on finances that people don't really like to share on the professional side, but we do. We're professionals too, but we want to give you what we call full circle guidance. We want to make sure you're getting the full and complete story. One of the articles that I recently wrote is called Planting the Seeds for a Financial Harvest. And when I mean planting the seeds, I mean with your children. So we have seen many teens take on summer work, summer jobs, and then we just let that go as no big deal, and school year starts and it doesn't get celebrated. And in the piece that I wrote is, it's time for you to celebrate that with your children because it is a milestone. And it is a time for you to understand how your children feel about money and at the same time, how you feel about them having a summer job. And I shared a little bit of my experience with my daughter, Haley. So one of the things you want to do is celebrate the wrap-up. And what I mean by that is, take your children out for a little bit of a celebration once that summer job comes to an end. It's a good time in an informal setting to get a feel for how they felt about the job. How did they feel about the responsibility? How did they feel about working with people every day? Maybe serving clients or customers. You're going to get a good handle on how your children react to problem solving. And most important, you're going to get a feel for what they're going to do with their paycheck. So another tip I have in there is you're going to take save, share, and spend, and you're going to bring it to a new level. Because once it's that save, share, spend moves from allowance to paycheck, you've graduated. And you want to get a feel for how much of your children's pay is going into save or share versus spend. And it's at that time you can help them get on the right footing. And one of those ways, again, in the article that I put out there for Real Investment Advice, is set up a custodial Roth IRA. Yes, if your children have earned income, they can establish a Roth IRA. And think about this. Think about if you were 16 or 17 years old and you were able to put $5,500 into a Roth IRA. Wouldn't you wish somebody would have told you about that? That maybe at retirement, you would have this nest egg that's tax-free because your children have time on their side. From there, you can help show them how to invest the money, how to allocate it among stocks, bonds, and cash. Maybe select a no-load mutual fund or an index fund for them to invest in, and use that as a teaching platform as you go forward. So very important to understand what they did with their what they're doing with their paycheck. So again, I hope you take some time and read through the article. I think it has some great tips for you to understand how to really celebrate this milestone. Because it's about cash flow for them. Think about it. I know when my daughter got her first job at 16, she saved maybe 30 to 50% of what she brought home. Your children, I'm sure, may be doing that as well. And if not, maybe you can guide them in the right direction. So, and of course, if you have any questions, just go to the bottom of the article and reach out to us at Real Investment Advice or to me. And I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear if you took these tips to heart, actually implemented them, and what kind of feedback that you got from your children. I bet it was an incredibly, or will be an incredibly memorable milestone for not just them, but for you as parents. And again, I'm Rich Rosso, Director of Financial Planning for Clarity Financial and writer for Real Investment Advice. See you again soon.